apple because of Eve, and Eve was punished that she will have a labor pain for lifetime, and for all the generation of women who are going to take place, birth on this planet, will have labor pain. So if God was omniscient, which means all-knowing, He should be knowing that in advance, right? Right? So omniscient. And if He knows, then He will not punish. Which it looks like the God in the Bible was not aware of this. That's why He punished Eve. Omnipresent, which means God is not located in one point. Imagine if God is standing here, how is going to control the universe or multiple black holes which are spread across the universe, right? There are so many stars. If you apply science also, for a second if I consider that God is standing here and He is controlling everything, imagine the mind of that person has to spread across the universe, which again proves that that person, mind or consciousness is across the universe, which means that consciousness is here, but it is spread across the universe also, right? Because he or she has to control each and every object or a living being, non-living and living objects in this universe or other universe, which means omnipresent. Coming back to the fourth point, bliss. Bliss means there is nothing like hate, emotion, love, and such kind of feeling inside the consciousness. Because imagine for a second, the example which I gave, there is a mosque nearby. If the Maulvi is saying, or the Mullah of the mosque is saying, kill the priest of the temple, and the priest is saying, kill the Mullah or Maulvi in the other mosque, God is not going to do that. It's not the property of God. Bliss means once you are in the stage where you experience extreme ecstasy or happiness, in other way. You don't have any emotional feelings at that point of time. Coming back to the fifth point, which is very important, just. So just means God is not going to forgive what wrong you have done. Because if He forgives, then in another way, He is increasing the chances of more crime in the society. So for that, the God has created a system which is called law of karma, and He has given that system into this universe. What happens if I do something wrong? It is recorded in the universe. If you do something wrong, recorded in universe. And it reverts back. It's similarly considered like this. There's a spongy ball, I throw it, it will come back and hit me again. But what point of time? We don't know, because it is governed by scientific law of karma, and we will have another presentation on that. 5 points. 3 important things. Whatever we should do, that is dharma. We must abide by nature, the laws of the nature, species and humanity. We must not hate each other. That's very simple. That completes dharma and that completes the knowledge of God. Apply it to any scripture on this planet and you will automatically come out of the grip of that particular scripture, because you actually don't need any book to connect with the God. The time when the human beings will throw away all the scriptures and associate directly to the consciousness, that time there will be peace on the planet. Anyway, my friends, coming back to the topic, sorry for taking away 3 or 4 minutes. I just wanted to go through this slide, which is Pashtun and Sanskrit language. Again, Pashtun is a pretty long, I think it's one of the ancient languages and ancient tribes in Asia. So see how the Sanskrit, English and Pashtun are related. Do, dau, tu, three, triya, tre, 4, chatvaraha, chalo, 5, panch, pinjo, 5. So similarly, father in Pashtun is patar and pitar in Sanskrit. Mother is mor, matar. Brother, baro, right? So if you see this slide, basically Sanskrit is deriving the other languages. So Sanskrit is the mother of all the languages, in other way if I say. Now, this is something which we are presenting for the first time. It has never been presented so far. And I am myself surprised that follower of Rishi Dayanand in last 100 and how many? 130 or 140 years?
133.
133 years. There is not even a single person who has presented all this which we are presenting here. Not even a single person. You can go to YouTube. There are so many scholars, so many acharyas. I don't know what is the reason, and definitely we are going to analyze in a separate video why these things have not been done. This is my experience and whatever I have learned out of Rishi Dayanand, how much I am able to grasp his thinking. So the general rules which are applicable to translation of Vedas. As per Vedas, there are three entities: God, soul, primordial matter. When I say primordial matter, I'm not talking about the matter which you see right now, this building, this presentation, this. Imagine somehow you dissolve everything, nothing is visible, and only vibrations are left. Very subtle vibrations are called primordial matter, which cannot even be detected by any of the instruments with modern science. In future, they might be able to do that. Three important things again: God, soul, and primordial matter. Every Vedic mantra can only have this knowledge either of God, either of soul, either of primordial matter, or God and soul, God and primordial matter, or all three of them in the same mantra. When we talk about matter, someone will say, oh, it talks about kings. Just now you mentioned Dasyu, Das, Rakshas, killing them. That all comes under matter. So it talks about the science of matter. It talks about what is created out of matter. It talks about how things which are created out of matter, especially human beings, must behave, how the society which will be formed by them must be. So it doesn't talk specifically about Christian, Hindu, Muslim, Ram, Krishna or Prophet Muhammad. Again, to my very respected Mr. Zakir Naik, again, great guy, very good orator. He mentioned somewhere that Prophet Muhammad is there in I think Vedas. But that is not the case, and we are going to see a little bit, because there is a separate presentation from another good scholar on this. I would like to anyway take one slide for Mr. Zakir Naik and Abdul Haq Vidyarthi. They widely spread that Vedas have Prophet Muhammad, and Vedas are talking about a lot of things, Prophet Abraham and all that.